Hi, I'm Coco,
And I'm Ashlyn.
and we are with the Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press here with.
I have a company called Magnolia May Films.
It's nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
So what advice would you give a girl my age who was interested in a film as a career?
I would look at a lot of movies. I would watch as many films on American movie classics or Turner movies as you can. Get as many DVDs and see films from the beginning of cinema on. That's what I would say is the first thing to do, especially now at this point. And see all the movies that are coming out too. And then figure out by looking at films what kinds of films you really, really like.
When you were our age, what woman in film did you look up to?
How old are you?
13.
13.
Turn back the clock.
Women in film?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Woman in film. Let me think. When I was 13, there was actually a German director by the name of Margareta von Trotta, and I saw her film, a film that she made, and I think about your age, I was very excited that a woman was making films like the films that she was making.
What was that film?
It was called, got to remember now what it was called. It was set in the Second World War. So it was about the Holocaust, but I can't remember. I'm just trying to remember the name. It was the name of a woman, actually, but I can't remember the name of the woman. Sorry. It was a long time ago, though.
Please tell us about your job as a producer or director.
I'm a producer, and what I do is I am always looking for wonderful stories. That's how it really all begins. So I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of screenplays. I see a lot of films as well, and I've, over the course of time, developed relationships with filmmakers who I work with. Some of them, anyways, it can change. But so what I do is find then the right filmmaker and the right writer to maybe adapt if it's not already a screenplay, and then work on putting together the finance of the film. And then, while that's all sort of going on, work with the director to put together the right creative team to make the film. So it's production designers, cinematographers, costume designers, editors. So that's what I sort of do. Does that explain sort of what I do?
Yeah.
And
How long does that process take?
Every time it's a little bit different, but once you know a film is going to happen, well, I mean, I've developed things. There are projects that I've been developing for 10 years that still haven't happened. So in terms of the development process, it can be a little bit of time, or it can be quite a long time. And then once you actually know that you're making a film, it's a 9-month process.
And do you have a personal connection to a genre of film?
I love dramas. I mean, I like, some comedy too, but I like character-driven human stories, I'd say, is what I am drawn to.
So tell us about the inspiration and work involved in making your current film.
Well, I was with my friend and partner on things, Steve Coogan, and he had just read an article in the Guardian newspaper, about a book that had just been published, which was about the story of Philomena Lee. And he shared this story with me, and he said, "Isn't this an extraordinary story?" And it was about this young woman who gave up her child for adoption as an unwed girl in Ireland in the 1950s. And I was also very, very moved by the story and by the photograph that actually accompanied the story, which was this photograph of this woman, Philomena Lee, and this journalist, Martin Sixsmith, who helped her find this child that she gave up for adoption. And so we then we decided to go for it and to try and make a film of this. From there, I convinced Steve that he should co-write the screenplay. We found somebody to write with him. They started working on the screenplay. Then we got Judy Dench interested in the project. And then from there, it all sort of took off.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.